Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the significance of Women's History Month. And we have with us to talk about the importance of Women's History Month, not only in the United States, but throughout the world, Alana McLaughlin. Alana, let's start off by giving us some information in reference to your background, your education, and some of your experiences, and then we'll get into what you consider to be women who are significant in terms of March Women's History Month. I think you recognize that in February we celebrated African American History Month, and now this is March, and we want you to sort of demonstrate some information in reference to significant women during Women's History Month. But first, let's start off by talking about you and give us some information in reference to your experiences and being here this morning.
Well, like you've already stated, my name is Alana McLaughlin. I am 13, and I'm an 8th grader, but I guess in the summer I'll be starting high school. I am very well involved in multiple organizations and multiple things, such as every summer I attend Western Kentucky University's camps for that their Center for Gifted Studies holds, and I am part of the Junior National Young Leaders Conference and multiple organizations in which I can help other people. And so basically, I think that it came from you that I inherited that loving heart and wanting to give and make a change. And that's what really makes me excited to be talking about significant women, because those are women who have made a global change. Like, I've only made a change in my community, and I strive to be like these women who have made these global changes.
Well, Lana, during this first segment, let's talk about some of the women that you consider to be so very important and the impact that these women had upon either national history or world history or whatever, and sort of give us that kind of information during the first segment of this show.
And before I start talking about these women, I want to explain to you why Women's History Month is so significant to me. I always grew up, well, I'm growing up in a society where there's always women can't do this and women aren't supposed to do that. But these women defied the odds. They did what no woman had done before, and they opened so many doors for other women, whether they be black nurses, teachers, etc. And so that's what really makes me so grateful to these women, because they show girls and teenagers like me that you can do what you set your mind to. It does not matter race, ethnicity, age, height, weight. It doesn't matter. As long as you have that heart and you want to give, you can.
The importance of things that women have contributed to your experience as well as the world's experience. Is that essentially what you're saying? Yes, and
I greatly thank these women, and I praise them daily for giving me so many opportunities that I wouldn't have had without them.
Now let's talk about some of the women that you feel to be so very, very important in helping to shape your life and others this morning.
Now, in the second segment, I'm really going to get into this, but mainly today I'll be talking about Marie Curie, the scientist, Zora Neale Hurston, the author, most notable for Their Eyes Were Watching God, and Mother Teresa, who was an Albanian Roman Catholic Church figure who was well noted for miracles and being a saint. Oh, and actually about being a saint, Pope Francis actually just made her a saint in December of 2015, so I just wanted to throw that out there. But I'm going to dive more deep into this in the second segment, where I'll be explaining these women and how they contributed to my life and how they made a difference in our society now, whether they be Polish, American, or not.
And so we can anticipate the kind of information dealing with Women's History Month that is worldwide and not something that is limited primarily to the United States or anything like that. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. Only one woman that I'll be talking about is actually even from the United States, and that's Zora Neale Hurston, because Marie Curie is Polish, and like I said, Mother Teresa is Albanian. And so those are the women that I'll be talking about. And these, you're probably familiar with these women, but you're probably not familiar with their most notable works. Or, well, you might be, but I'm going to be talking about the smaller things that they've done, which are still very important, but they're just not as talked about as their big works. Like, for instance, Zora Neale Hurston, her books are a lot talked about, but her short stories are not. And Marie Curie, the fact that she started the research on radioactivity is well talked about, but her smaller activities were not. And Mother Teresa, her miracles were well talked about, but her smaller stuff was not. And so I'll be going to the smaller stuff that